Hey, Mike, the first key to the ball game tonight is let's crank up Clegg in the running game. We got to get him rolling tonight. Last week he was stopped cold at the line of scrimmage. With his speed, we should be able to get outside with that young man to really get it out and break some long yards with Clegg. The other thing is run support. This team is really big on running the football, so we're going to have to stop the run of the mighty Hope Bobcats. They're not that big, but they are fast. The third thing is concentrate on critical situations. Again, when we need to stay on our side and not jump off sides or maintain containment, these guys got to stay and control themselves and not be lured into a fake or so forth. So. Or a long count. So Malvern's got to come in here with an attitude of being strong-willed when they're facing adversity.
You know, you make a great point on that concentration, Johnny, because like y'all alluded to earlier, we were in a ball game down here 2 years ago till the last play right at the half, the absolutely last play of the second quarter, and they got a kid deep on us and scored on us, and that was the difference in the ball game. That one play, and we happened to be up here with the coaches at that time, and they were screaming. They knew what was going to happen, and we just had a kid that didn't quite get the play covered, and those are the kind of mistakes we've got to eliminate.
Got to eliminate those mistakes. As we're getting ready, the captains have met at midfield. Hope won the toss and elected to receive, and with the kind of points they've been putting on the board, I could see Johnny, why they'd want to go ahead and take the ball as this is a very potent offense.
Well, no doubt. When they've got speed, they're going to try to attack right out of the gate and not allow the Leopards to get on the board first. So the Leopard defense is going to have to come up and step up big real quick in this ball game.
Ron, as the teams come out on the field and the cannon goes off. I hope we don't hear that often tonight. You will hear it every time that Hope scores, but hope we don't hear that too often tonight.
Hopefully we can get their powder wet and we can silence the cannon tonight. And like you say, it does wake you up down there. I forgot about that till they blew it off out there under the red, white, and blue, the American flag.
Johnny, let's go ahead now while we have a moment and the teams are running out onto the field and find out who's going to be Southern State Bank's isolated player of the game.
Mike, Southern State Bank is proud to announce Taylor Riggins, the number 9 corner for the Malvern Leopards, coming up with 2 big interceptions last week against the Robinson Senators. So he is our selected isolated player of the game because Taylor Riggins does a great job of really hitting somebody as well as coming up with a big play. So Southern State Bank is definitely clearly happy to sponsor this kid tonight.
Speaking of sponsoring things, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Malvern National Bank, Teeter Chevrolet, Southern State Bank, McClure Real Estate, Oklahoma OTC, Orr's Fine Furniture, Elkhorn Bank, McDonald's, the Malvern Daily Record with the halftime reports, and we cannot forget Cox Cable, who makes it possible for you to hear these broadcasts and watch the replays at 4 o'clock on tomorrow afternoon.
You also, Johnny, speaking of Taylor Riggins, will also, you see him returning punts on the shorter kickoffs. He's one of the outbacks, so he's definitely a critical player, a main player for this Malvern team.
Yeah, he mainly stays on the field 100% of the time. You don't see him on offense very much, but anytime the ball is kicked, received, you might see him split in every once in a while, but if it's a defensive situation, he'll be on the field.
I think, and then before I start the stats here, I think 2 teams are going to try to make a statement. Hope's going to show us they can score, and the Malvern Leopards going to show us that we can stop them.
Malvern getting set to kick off. Deep for the Hope Bobcats is number 1, Jermaine Rudd, who sets up at the 5-yard line. Josh Moore getting set to kick off, awaiting the referee's signal. And Moore gets the kick away. It it's caught at the 15-yard line. And return now getting to the outside, up near midfield, and finally run out of bounds. Reggie Phillips on the return. Or Rodney Phillips.
Anthony Blivens brings him down right at the 48-yard line, so great field position for the Bobcats coming out of the kickoff return. I think he pulled it down around the 15-yard line and gets it all the way over the 48. of the Bobcats and very near the infield.
Chris Muldrew, quarterback for the Hope Bobcats. Setting up in shotgun right out of the gate. 2 wing backs. Now they split out. Twins to either side from Muldrew, 1 back in the backfield. Low snap fielded by Muldrew looking to throw. Throwing over the middle, and that one is on in and out of the hands of the Malvern defender. And that is Taylor Riggin. Can't quite come up with it, and the Hope Bobcats face 2nd and 10.
Well, I'll tell you what, Johnny, the Hope offense got turned into a defensive back when Taylor got a hold of, or when Riggin got a hold of the ball.
Yeah, it looked like to me he ran right through him to get to the ball, but unfortunately that didn't happen. Also, I thought we had a hold up there on the line of scrimmage, and Hope got away with one, bringing one of the Malvern defenders down to the ground.
Counter trap.
Trap play by Hope met
3rd down and about 5. Watch the snap.
by the Malvern Leopards on the carry. Like number 8, Ricky Smith.
Getting all the way to the 47 of the Leopards. They opened up a big hole to the right-hand side and is straight by, kind of a draw type play, and straight up the heart of the Malvern Leopards, bring up 3rd and 5.
Leopards going with a 3-man front tonight.
See near tight. This is going to be the quick pitch.
Quick pitch to the near side. First down by a plenty, and going into the end zone now for Hope is number 1, Jermaine Rudd, the tailback for the Bobcats, goes in. 47 yards on that run for Jermaine Rudd, and Johnny, he was untouched.
That man is very quick, and as soon as he got out to open field, he left everybody in their tracks, and nobody touched him of the Malvern Leopards, and easily scores from that 47 yards out.
We had a corner out there that's trying to come up and wasn't quite in position by the time the play snapped, and boy, they went inside of him, and he was off to the races.
The kick for Hope is up, and it is good. So the Bobcats take a 7-0 lead with the extra point being made by Juan Narate. I'll work on that name during the break. We're going to take a short break. 7-0 Hope. 11:06 remaining here in the first quarter.
At Southern State Bank, we know that our success depends on the success of our customers. So we go the extra mile to help you fulfill your dreams. Whether your goal is to build your dream home, provide for your children's college education, or secure retirement income, at Southern State Bank, we want to help make your dreams a reality. So come by Southern State Bank and receive banking in the right direction.
And we return to Hatlin Stadium, where the Hope Bobcats have taken a 7-0 lead here early in the first quarter, and the Leopards getting set for the return. Deep for the Leopards is Clegg, and he is going to take this kick at the 2-yard line, up over the 10, now the 20. Got room to the outside, cuts back now to the inside, and is finally brought down at the 35.
Mike, he showed his speed coming right up in the gut, right in the wedge, and he followed about 4 blockers and got an extra 10 yards off the play. Excellent return by Stephen Clegg.
Josh Moore, your quarterback again tonight, brings the play out on the field.
Well, Johnny, we got outside the 20-yard line, so that's positive yards, right?
No doubt. Up over the 30, up to the 36-yard line of their own, and Malvern's got good field position.
Josh Moore in shotgun. Now moves up under center. Takes a snap, fumble on the play, picked up by Moore, and he's going to be wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Josh Moore fumbles the snap, and not a very good exchange right out of the gate, and loss of no yards on the play, but Malvern luckily recovers their own because everybody in the Hope Bobcats saw it was on the ground and was in there on the tackle.
2nd down and 10 now for the Leopards. Again, 2 wideouts, and Moore lines up in shotgun. 2 backs in the backfield.
Mike, there's 8 men in the box and 3 men in the secondary, not allowing very much room for a running play.
Low snap covered by Moore back at the 25-yard line. And actually, they will spot this.
Poor snap.
Right at the 25.
Poor snap gets it back to Josh Moore at his feet to the left-hand side. No chance of picking it up or getting a good exchange. So 2 miscues between the quarterback and the center so far out of the gate.
Blair Williams comes out of the game, was in a fullback type position before. One man in the backfield along with Moore. That's Delamar. Low snap, this time fielded by Moore. Looking down the near sidelines, in and out of the hands of his intended receiver. And that's, I believe, Clegg, is it not, Johnny?
No doubt, that's Stephen Clegg trying to outrun the D-back. And that D-back stayed with him all in stride down the sidelines in front of the home stands, but brings up 4th and 20 for the Malvern Leopards.
Moore, the quarterback for the Leopards, is also the punter. If you'll remember from last week, Leopards lined up in basically their same offensive formation and kicked from there. Moore takes the snap, gets the kick away. Bounds at the 49, takes a little bit of a Leopard roll and will be downed at the 44 of Hope.
Again, no return by the Hope Bobcats, so a great punt for Josh Moore getting it out of trouble. But the Hope Bobcats is going to maintain possession just outside the 43, very near the 44-yard line of their own. And excellent field position for the Hope Bobcat offense.
Nets out about 37 yards on the punt.
With no return.
I formation for the Bobcats. Muldrew hands off to his tailback up the middle across midfield and into Leopard territory. Finally brought down at the 38 of Malvern. On the carry for the Bobcats was number 6. Johnny, I believe, was that number 6 for Hope?
No, I believe so.
Which would be Lamario Henderson. And Henderson comes out of the game.
Mike, they got so many quick backs. They rotate them in and out, ready to attack you at any time with a fresh one in.
Rudd back at the tailback position. We've got an official's timeout as the chains are reset. And the Bobcats are going to re-huddle. Johnny, Ron, a little bit of a different defensive lineup for the Leopards tonight.
Yeah, I think it's one of these things, fewer on the front with an extra linebacker to try to counter this Hope speed.
Twins to the far side for Hope, split left. Muldrew looking to throw. The lefty lets it go, and it is caught just inside the Malvern 30-yard line. Will be about 1.5 yards shy of the first down.
Just a curl route down 10 yards and back to the quarterback, and the quarterback rolls out to him towards his right. Tough throw for a left-handed quarterback, but he gets it out there on a string, and the receiver comes down with it with good reception. And he was just wide open. It's just a soft spot in the zone.
8:20 remaining here in the first quarter. The Bobcats leading 7-0. Muldrew looking to throw again, now rolling to his left, throwing towards the end zone. It is caught for a touchdown. Pass complete to number 26, Rico Moss. And the Hope offense has been everything it was advertised to be and more.
That was a nice throw.
The receiver just comes up and it was a fight for the football. There were like 4 hands on it, and Taylor Riggin went up as well. The receiver just comes down with it just to his outside with his body and pulls it away from Taylor without an interception. Unfortunate touchdown catch by the Hope Bobcats.
And Hope getting set now to kick the extra point. It is up and it is good. So with 8:10 remaining here in the first quarter, the Hope Bobcats lead the Malvern Leopards 14-0. We'll be back after this.
Hanging with my boys, no one to bother us. None of that noise. Lady Luck's on my side, I'm about to take the fellas for a ride. A little bluff here and a few white lies. You do what you got to take home the prize. Suckers.
Looking for a sure thing? Head to McDonald's for one of Arkansas's favorites, the classic double cheeseburger. Get it for only $1 on McDonald's dollar menu.
Once again, we return to Hammond Stadium. The Hope Bobcats have just taken a 14-0 lead over the Malvern Leopards. And, gentlemen, as we mentioned before the break, this Hope Bobcat offense can hit you in a number of ways.
The strong passing game as well as the speed of the running backs is showing early here in this ball game, and that's why they put up 14 quick points with 2 big plays by the Hope Bobcats.
The kick is away and will be fielded by Clegg near the 10-yard line, looking for a hole, and he is hit as he gets to the 25-yard line. They'll spot him just shy of the 26.
Not bad field position for the Malvern Leopard. Clegg took it at the 10 and got 15 good hard yards. And like I've always told Ron, up over the 25 is a good field position for the Malvern Leopards.
Josh Moore comes in from the sideline with the play.
Malvern just got to have positive yards and take steps to get a first down and then get the ball rolling with our running in a mix with passing game that we did last week.
Clegg comes out in a slot position. Delamar in the backfield along with Moore, 4 receivers for the Leopards. Low snap fielded by Moore, looks right, throws left, and the pass is incomplete. A lot of contact along the far sideline, Johnny, but no laundry on the field.
No laundry. The ball was thrown quite far over Cameron Butler's head, but still the defensive back had his hands on his jersey. Unfortunately, we did not get a penalty in that situation.
2nd down and 10 now for the Leopards, just inside 8 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Bobcats lead 14-0. Again, 4 wideouts for the Leopards. Clegg in motion. Give up the middle to Delamar, and Delamar's met at the line of scrimmage. Actually may have lost about half a yard on the play, and it will be 3rd down for the Leopards.
They just shot the gaps with their 3 down linemen, not allowing any penetration of that line of scrimmage by Delamar, so bringing up a long 3rd down possession for the Malvern Leopards.
Moore awaiting the play from the sidelines. Coming in for the Leopards is Kashif Manuel.
Kashif wearing a different jersey tonight, number 81 tonight. Normally it's a 50-something. So
Josh Moore up under center. And the play clock runs out on the Leopards before they're able to get the play away. So 3rd and long becomes 3rd and longer. And it's 3rd down and 15.
Delay of game penalty is just one of those type concentration areas that we have, and we've got to fight through adversity to try to get this first down.
Now Philip Judd bringing in the play for the Leopards. Coming out is Manuel. Jones and Butler split to the far side. Judd coming to the near side. Clegg in a slot position. Delamar alone in the backfield. Give. Clegg trying the end around, got some running room. Now finally brought down as he nears the 35, Johnny, and he's going to come up about a yard shy of the first down.
It is very close to the first down, probably about 2 feet short because you got to get up over the 35. And Mike, it's one of those type situations. Do you go for it or you not? And, of course, we're going to be looking like we're punting, but I wouldn't be surprised if we don't go for it.
I wouldn't either. You're down 14-0, and there's 2 ways of looking at it. That's one good thing about running this formation, that the defense doesn't know what you're going to do either.
Hope putting several men in the box And basically playing Malvern to go for it. Moore on the run, and he is going to be stopped well shy of the 35, actually back at about the 32-yard line. And Hope will take over on downs. And Johnny, Hope was set for the fake and didn't have anybody back to return the punt.
No, they did not. And they had all 11 men in the box and expecting to run. And exactly what they did, they stopped the run immediately.
So Hope ends up with fantastic field position at the Malvern 32-yard line. 5:52 remaining in the first quarter, and the Bobcats leading the Leopards 14-0. One man in the backfield with Muldrew. Pitch to the near side, and lots of running room again for the Bobcats. On the run is number 1, Jermaine Rudd, and he is going to be brought down at the 12-yard line.
That young man is fast. He was not touched until he got very close to the 15, and then we pulled him down right at the 15-yard line, but very close to scoring once again for that young man, Mr. Judd.
Did an excellent job of following his block and not getting ahead of his blocking then, Johnny.
Rudd alone in the backfield as Muldrew comes up under center. One wide out. Tight formation for the Bobcats. Fakes the pitch, gives up the middle.
Wow.
And going in for the touchdown is number 6, Lamario Henderson. And Johnny, I don't know if you had as much trouble following that play as I did, but Henderson came around the other side, and I had no idea who had the football there. Good fake by Muldrew.
Yeah, excellent execution on that offensive play and making everybody think that they're going out to the outside towards the home side stands and come back with a trap play back across in front of the Leopards, and nobody even close to even touching him and bringing him down.
And the field goal, or the extra point rather, is good for Hope. So with 5:30 remaining, it's the Hope Bobcats 21, Malvern 0. We'll be back after this.
Malvern National Bank can make your dreams come true with the Home Advantage Equity Line of Credit. This is Tony Warner, and if you're a homeowner, Malvern National Bank can show you the way to live your dreams by using the equity in your home. You can use the Home Advantage Equity Line for anything you want up to your qualifying amount and make one convenient monthly payment. Your low interest could be tax deductible, but check with your tax consultant. Take that long desired vacation, pay tuition, remodel your home, get a new vehicle you choose, and you don't have to come to the bank every time you need money. The Home Advantage Equity Line of Credit from Malvern National Bank, an equal housing lender. Call us today.
And we return to Hammond Stadium in Hope, where the Bobcats lead the Malvern Leopards 21-0. Malvern getting set to take the kickoff. Johnny, Malvern yet to achieve first down on offense, as this Hope defense is just as athletic as their offense.
No doubt. They're showing their speed on both sides of the field, but Malvern's going to have to keep them in containment, and we do have the speed to counteract that as well.
Taylor Riggin on the return for the Leopards. He's brought down near the 29 as we await the spot, and it will be at the 29-yard line. As we mentioned previously, Taylor Riggin on all the return teams did a good job of returning a high short kick.
Taylor's got speed. He's got good speed, and he can break it to the outside with the good ones here on our team, and he could be a game breaker.
4 wideouts for Josh Moore as he lines up in shotgun. One man in the backfield. Clegg in motion. Fake to give up the middle. Now pitches to Clegg. Clegg is going to be hemmed up in the backfield and brought down for a loss of about 2 yards.
Yeah, slow moving play to the option to the left, and just slowly developing, allowing those speedy linebackers to get back there, bringing up a loss of 1 on the play on the option. So Malvern's going to have to hit those holes a lot quicker to defend against this speed.
Ball spotted at the 27-yard line. Again, 4 wideouts for the Leopards. Clegg in a slot position to the near side. Moore feels the snap, looking to throw, lets it go. It's complete out to the far side to number 5, Chris Jones, and Jones picks up a moderate gain for the Leopards.
Yeah, he picked up 7, but we got a personal foul penalty, roughing the passer, number 42, DeMarcus Trotter, a middle linebacker, comes through untouched and gives a penalty, roughing the passer. So we're going to get an extra 15 yards assessed on the play. So,
well, another, I don't know if.
Yes, it should be from the spot that we completed. From the end of the block, from the end of the run.
Still waiting on the yardage to be marked off.
the ball is spotted right at the 34-yard line. The 34-yard line, and 15 extra yards on the play should get us very close to midfield. And positive yards, even though Josh Moore comes up and gets pounded, gets Malvern out of a hole, and good field position for the Malvern Leopards with a first down.
Ball spotted just past the 48 of the Leopards. First down for the Leopards with 4:31 remaining here in the first quarter. Give up the middle. Clegg trying the right side now, and he's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Mike, that was 9 men in the box, and they were just testing us to throw the ball, and they're doing one-on-one coverage on all receivers and thinking that we don't have the speed enough to counteract that man-to-man coverage. So they're just testing us to throw the football.
Trotter on the tackle for the Bobcats. Again, shotgun formation for the Leopards, 2 wideouts. 9 men in the box. Moore, give, up the middle. And that is Delamar. Delamar picks up about 4 yards. He'll be spotted at the 48-yard line of Hope. It's 3rd and 6.
Mike, there's 4 down linemen and just about 5 linebackers within 2 yards of the line of scrimmage, and man-on-man coverage on the split ends. And Malvern's just going to have to spread it out even further to keep the linebackers in being in tight formation against the Malvern Leopards.
Jones and Butler come to the near side now for the Leopards. Moore getting set for the snap. Takes it, looks to his left, throws. It is incomplete. And the Leopards will face 4th down once again.
Intended for Clegg, going out in the flat right around the just about 1 or 2 yard, allowing him to do all the play after the catch, but he was out of his reach. And about 42, the linebacker again was putting pressure on Josh Moore, getting him to rush the play. So brings up 4th down and a long 6 yards for the Malvern.
Moore in shotgun, takes the snap and gets the kick away. Hits the ground at the 20 and is fielded at the 12. Got a flag down already as Rudd spins his way up to about the 28, maybe the 29-yard line.
Like we got a hold or a push in the back against the whole Bobcats, and Chris Jones got pulled, and at the spot of the foul, should be very close to around the 20-yard line where he was pushed, and we should be able to get a penalty against Hope again.
That's where the ball is. The spot happened out there at the 15-yard line.
Yes, what I'm saying is the guy's playing in between.
And they're spotting the foul actually at the 21-yard line. And the penalty, or excuse me, the spot of the foul was the 26.
That's unfortunate, Mike, because the spot of the foul is really around the 20-yard line, and they started marking it off back about the 27, so the ball is down at the 17-yard line of the Hope Bobcats after the assessment of the 10-yard penalty.
Give to the tailback. Henderson up the middle, breaks a tackle. Breaks a second and is finally brought down up around the 33-yard line of Malvern, of Hope.
Chris Jones brings him down, but not before he gets several yards, like you said, Mike, to the 32-yard line of the Hope Bobcats.
First down and 10, 2:55 remaining here in the first quarter, and the Bobcats leading 21-0. Back in at tailback is number 1, Jermaine Rudd, as Muldrew sets up under center. The give, or fakes the give rather. Looking to throw, the pass is incomplete, intended for number 80, Russ Pendergrass.
Good pressure by the Malvern Leopards up front. Linebacker shooting the gaps and putting some more pressure on the quarterback. And we were expecting the run and trying to close it down, and overthrown pass by the quarterback.
Pendergrass, the tight end for the Bobcats. First attempt thrown his direction tonight.
This is the down that's been killing.
2 wide outs, and Rudd splits out for the Bobcats. The give up the middle. Tackle made by the Leopards up near the 38-yard line. Walker on the carry for the Bobcats.
Fullback gets 5 yards and brings up a short 3rd and 5 for the whole Bobcats, and allowing them to do a lot of different variations. 3rd and 5 instead of 3rd and 10. Malvern's got to come up big right here on 3rd down.
Again, 2 wide outs. Fakes the give now out on his own. We got a flag on the play, as Muldrew would have had enough yardage for the first down, but it looks like, Johnny, this one's going to come way back.
Oh yeah, Chris Jones was blocked in the back right at the 45-yard line. Would have broke down and made the tackle in the backfield, reading the quarterback doing a draw, but instead they blocked in the back. It's going to bring this ball back, and the Malvern Leopards is going to get a big break here by having the penalty assessed from the 35-yard line of the whole Bobcats.
Just under 2 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Penalty moves the ball back to the 25-yard line.
3rd and 17 on the play, so Malvern just hang in there and make sure containment's handled, as well as not allowing any receiver to get behind them. Malvern should come out here and make Hope Bobcat punt for the first time tonight.
1 man in the backfield for the Bobcats. 2 men split to the far side. Muldrew looking to throw. Looking towards the sidelines. It is hit out of the hands of Taylor Riggins. Riggins breaks on the ball perfectly, but doesn't quite come up with it.
Taylor Riggins almost come up with that interception right at midfield, and if he would, he had a lot of running room down in front of the the visitor stands, and could have got it way inside our Bobcat territory. Unfortunately, breaks up the pass, not allowing number 1 Rudd to get any opening when he gets out in the open field. He's dangerous to the Malvern Leopards.
4th down and 16. The Bobcats getting set to punt, and deep for the Leopards is Taylor Riggins. The punt is away, nearly blocked by the Leopards. Bounds at the 50, and the Leopards move away, and it will settle just on the Hope side of midfield. We'll call it the 49. We return to Hammons Field. The give to Clegg, trying to get across the line of scrimmage, and he's going to be met right at the 49. Little, if any, gain on the play.
Yeah, turn around and give it to Stephen Clegg, hoping he gets it out to the outside, and he makes it right back to the line of scrimmage. Those speedy linebackers are crashing down and not allowing anything going horizontal from them. So,
boy, they can run too, can't they, Johnny?
They're deer, no doubt. They're speedy.
1 minute, 10 seconds left here in the first quarter, with the Bobcats leading 21-0. 4 wideouts for Moore. Delamar in the backfield along with Moore. Takes the snap, fakes the give, and Moore is going to go on the keeper. He gets about a yard on the play, and it's 3rd down now for the Leopards. 3rd down and about 8 yards.
Mike, I don't think the Hope Bobcats expected Josh Moore to keep it. And a lot of people getting on Delamar, but Josh Moore got his hole collapsed just about the time he hit the line of scrimmage and allowed him to lay forward for another 1.5 yards. So that just shows you how fast the Hope Bobcats are tonight.
1 man in the backfield along with Moore. 4 wideouts as Moore looks to throw. Over the middle, it is incomplete as he overshoots his man intended for number 12, Wardell Brim for the Leopards. 4th down and 8 now. Johnny, that pass kind of sailed on Moore.
No doubt, it was way over his head, but they're trying to get it downfield, about a 10-yard slant. 10 yards down and a slant inward towards the goalpost, and not very close at all from the pass.
Rudd deep for Hope as Moore gets the kick away. Takes a good Malvern roll and is going to go into the end zone as Rudd couldn't track it down. And somewhat unfortunate for the Leopards. They had a good opportunity to possibly field Hope or pin Hope deep in their own end of the field.
Yeah, anytime number 1 doesn't get the ball, we're very fortunate because that man's about 2 steps faster than any guys that we got. So as long as we can keep it out of Mr. Rudd's hands, we're fine tonight.
10 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Bringing in the play is Muldrew, the quarterback for the Bobcats. 2 wideouts, 2 men in the backfield. Give to Rudd up the middle. Rudd staying behind his blockers, and he is going to be brought down after a gain of 4 yards, about 4.5 yards. Ball spotted at just past the 24. That's the end of the first quarter. It's 21-0 Hope. We'll be back after this.
Orr's Furniture in Malvern is proud to support the Malvern Leopards. Our new furniture complex at 400 MLK Boulevard is one of the largest in the state, featuring the most trusted names in the industry. We stock a huge selection of leather sofas, chairs, and home theater seating, as well as one of the largest recliner galleries in Arkansas, featuring Lazy Boy, Lane, and Catnapper. Our Sleep Central bedding gallery offers you the opportunity to pick out just the right firmness of Sealy or Stearns & Foster mattress set. All of us at Orr's Furniture wish the Leopards well this season, and we look forward to visiting with you this fall.
Once again, we'll return to Hammons Field, where the Hope Bobcats lead the Malvern Leopards 21-0. We are just starting the second quarter. It's 2nd down and 6 for the Bobcats. They're at their own 24-yard line. Movement along the offensive line, and Johnny, that should move the Bobcats back 10 yards.
Should give us another 5 yards, Mike.
5, excuse me.
So it brings up a 2nd and 10, but in the first quarter, Taylor Riggin, our isolated player of the game, had 1 tackle and also a 15-yard return. So positive things from Taylor Riggin early in this ball game. So again, Southern State Bank salutes the isolated player of the game.
Loss on the play of 5 yards. Penalty moves the ball back 5 yards. It's 2nd down and 11 for the Bobcats. Bobcats have done damage both through the air and on the ground so far, as Muldrew's shown a good arm. Trips to the far side for the Bobcats. 1-man split right. Fakes the pitch, now looking to throw near side, in and out of the hands of number 80 again. I believe that's Pendergrass.
It's a fake to the trips right, quick pitch, and comes back and throws a slant back in the inside part, and he was wide open. Just hit him right in the bad spot, his hand.
Yeah, I mean, right at his numbers in his hands.
Pendergrass listed as
the problem
tied in.
One problem there is, Johnny, with as much speed as they've got, our D-backs and corners have to play back off from them a little bit because, quite honestly, we don't match up very well with Hope's speed, do we?
No, we don't.
As Hope took a timeout on the previous play, it's 21-0. The Bobcats lead. 3rd down and 11 as the Malvern defense comes back out on the field from the timeout. Twins to the near side for the Bobcats. Fakes the give. Now looking to throw is Muldrew. Hit as he lets it go. And it is incomplete as the receiver for the Bobcats turned into a defensive back, intended once again for Pendergrass.
Great play by Wardell Brim, going up to the highest point, and the receiver had to go back through him to even try to knock the ball back down. But we got Hankey on the field with a hold against the Hope Bobcats, and I think Malvern's probably going to decline this and take the 4th down.
Fourth down. Oh, it's illegal motion. It's dead ball.
It can't be. Wait a minute.
There's a hold.
Well, still trying to sort out what happened with the penalty, and quite honestly, not sure. It looks like a holding.
It was a hold on the line of scrimmage, and now we took the penalty and brings them all the way back inside the 10-yard line to the 9 and gives the Hope Bobcats another down.
3rd down and 20. And busting through the line for the Bobcats is number 6, Lamario Henderson, and Henderson brought down at the 36, and the 3rd and 20 now converted to a 1st and 10.
What? That was a strange play there. I don't think we ever had an option on it anyway.
Same play, but you can't this time.
Now the quarterback, Muldrew, on the keeper up near midfield and brought down in Leopard territory. He'll be spotted at the Malvern 46-yard line.
Cantrell Johnson, also Taylor Riggin, come in and make the stop, but not before a big keeper for about 17 yards on the play. And gets into Malvern Leopard territory at the 46-yard line, past midfield. So quarterback keeper gets on the outside. Malvern thinking that number 1, Rudd, is going to get the ball, and before you know it, the quarterback takes it himself and gets big yardage.
1 wide out for the Bobcats. Leopard showing blitz. Muldrew looking to throw, now running with the football, and escapes the tacklers, escapes 2 tacklers, and is finally brought down at the 30-yard line. On the tackle for the Leopards is Cameron Butler.
Chris Muldrew, he is very elusive, can dance, and kind of act like Matt Jones on that play, and missing 3 or 4 tacklers on that play, getting them down to very close, right at the 30-yard line. 16-yard run by Muldrew.
Just inside 11 minutes now in the first half of play. Bobcats lead the Leopards 21-0 and driving once again. Ball at the 30. Muldrew looking to throw, rolls out to his left, completes the pass, and tackle immediately made by the Leopards.
Cantrell Johnson coming up and stopping him immediately right when he caught the ball. Maybe a yard, 2 yards reception on the play, but nothing more. Excellent tackle by Cantrell Johnson on the play.
Leopard defense trying to stiffen up here. We're able to hold the Bobcats on their previous possession. 10-15 remaining here in the first half. Bobcats looking to extend their lead. Twins to the far side, split right for the Bobcats. Muldrew looking to throw again, pressured, tries to complete the pass out to the near side to his tailback, Rudd. That pass goes incomplete, and it's 3rd down and 8 for the Bobcats.
Just try to get a swing pass out to the right-hand side and overthrows his man. Rudd's not a very big guy. He's number 1. Doesn't show his weight, but he goes maybe 150 pounds soaking wet, but he is a fast cat.
The Hope Bobcats get the play from the sideline. Two wideouts for Muldrew, 2nd and 8. Rudd gets it on the end around and is brought down.
Bruce Huell comes up and stops him. Bruce Huell stops him on the play right around the 21-yard line, brings up 4th down and short, maybe a yard, but Bruce comes up and makes an excellent open field tackle against Rudd.
4th down and a yard for the Bobcats.
Huell made a lot of ground up, looked like a Hope linebacker then, Johnny.
No doubt, he's shown his speed. Excellent tackle.
Tight formation now for the Bobcats. The give to Rudd. Rudd has the 1st down as he breaks through the line of scrimmage. He's going to be spotted inside the 15 at about the 13-yard line.
Approximately 8 yards on the carry, down to that 13-yard line. And once again, whole Bobcats is marching right down the field ready to score.
Another first down for the Bobcats as we near the 9-minute mark in the first half.
Same set. Same set.
Again, tight formation for the Bobcats. Fakes to give to Rudd. Now rolling out to his left, throws towards the end zone, and it's going to be just shy of a touchdown for the Bobcats.
Right at the 1 yard line. It was a diving catch. Didn't have a chance to get inside, but it was just a rollout, fake the run, and roll out to his left, and receiver was bending out to the flat. Good catch by the receiver.
Number 26, Rico Moss on the reception. Again, tight formation for the Bobcats as it is first and goal to go from the 1 yard line. Muldrew on the keeper, pushes his way into the end zone, touchdown, Hope. And the Bobcats extend their lead to 27-0. As the Bobcats now get set to kick the extra point.
8:47 on the clock. Hope Bobcat lead 27-0 against Malvern, and ready to put the PAT into play here.
Here's the snap and the kick. And they're both good. 8:47 remaining here in the first half, 28-0. Hope leads Malvern. We'll be back after this.
Teeter Chevrolet, your one stop for all your truck, car, and SUV needs. New and pre-owned, we have them. At Teeter Chevrolet, our service is second to none. And our body shop is the best around. The deals are always sweeter at Teeter.
In that the drive once, what, two drives ago?
Yeah, the Leopards need something positive to happen. It's we need, then we get that passing game going like we did at Robinson. We're going to have to do something a little bit different here, guys.
3 wideouts for Moore. Clegg in the backfield along with Josh, and Josh gives. Now reversed. Coming to the near side is Jones. Jones has yardage up near the 40 to about the 44-yard line, but 3 flags down in the backfield, so this one's probably coming back.
Yeah, had a clip.
That's unfortunate because Chris Jones got all the way out to the 45. That would have been a big 25-yard gain for the Malvern Leopards and brings them back a good 5 yards, or excuse me, a good 10 yards. So at the spot of the foul, so moves them back. That's going to be a 12-yard penalty against Malvern.
Johnny, you add on the gain, and it's about a 37-yard net loss.
Yeah. That's a tough turn, but you just never know where that guy, if he would have been open, where we would have tackled him. So
Penalty moves the ball back to the 9-yard line. First down and 22 now for the Leopards. 4 wideouts, 4 more. Delamar in the backfield. Moore, shovel pass. Intended for Delamar. It goes incomplete, and the Leopards will face second down and 22.
Mike, the whole Bobcats had 3 men in the backfield as Delamar was trying to get that shovel pass. And, man, they're just too quick to get – they're getting past our line of scrimmage and not allowing anything to go in the backfield undisrupted. So,
incomplete pass stops the clock with 8:32, or at 8:32 rather, as the Leopards come back to the line of scrimmage. Again, 4 wideouts for Moore, 1 man in the backfield. Clegg lined up in a slot position to the near side. Low snap fielded by Moore. Looking to his right. Lets the pass go. It is complete. Great adjustment and catch.
Wardell Brim.
By Wardell Brim as the pass was slightly underthrown, but Johnny, sometimes those type passes are the best passes when you got tight coverage.
Yeah, the D-back, he was trying to catch up. Wardell Brim knew where the ball was at. He comes back around the 40-yard line and was pulled down right past that at the 42, but excellent adjustment of Wardell Brim catching the football. Get Malvern out of a hole.
1st and 10 for the Leopards. And Johnny, the first down not aided by a penalty. Ball at the 42 of Malvern. Moore in shotgun. Gives up the middle. Now going to the right side is Clay. He gets across midfield and will be spotted at about the 47-yard line.
Clegg was second man through as affected Delamar going a crisscross, and second man through the hole was Clegg going to the right-hand side. Gets over the first down marker and gets past midfield right at the 48-yard line of the Hope Bobcats. And Malvern seems to be getting their little momentum going.
Again, a first down, consecutive first downs now for the Leopards. 7:46 remaining here in the first half of play, and the Leopards in Bobcat territory. Shotgun formation. Moore takes a snap, gives to Delamar, and Delamar is going to be brought down after a gain of about 2.5, maybe 3 yards.
You know what, Johnny? That's not a big two yards, but I tell you, for the first time we've seen in a while, we saw an offensive line surge there that picked him up 2 yards.
Yeah, that was all pushed by the interior lineman and getting a push for the first time. What's been happening is the linebackers have been inside, disrupting the plays in the backfield and in Josh's back pocket.
2nd down and 8 for the Leopards. It was a 2-yard gain. The ball is spotted right at the 45. Again, 3 wideouts for the Leopards. 2 men in the backfield along with Moore. Fakes the give. Now gives to Clegg, and Clegg gets across the 45 to about the 42-yard line, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 5 for the Leopards. And it looks like slightly better spot than I anticipated, so about 3rd and 4 now for the Leopards as the ball spotted at the 42. 6:27 remaining, clock still rolling. 28-0, the Bobcats lead the Leopards. Three wideouts for Moore. Takes a snap, gives. Clegg trying the near side. Gets through the 9 of scrimmage and is tripped up as he crosses the 30-yard line. He'll be spotted at the 27.
Mike, that just shows you how fast Stephen Clegg is. He saw and read the hole, turned up immediately inside some defenders, and just squirted through there for an extra 15 yards. So Stephen Clegg just has a burst of energy when he hits that line of scrimmage.
The Malvern offense, which has struggled to move the football really throughout the first half, has now found somewhat of a rhythm offensively and has their 3rd first down of this drive.
This is still Hope's #1 defense on the field. It's not their second teamers. Malvern's just catching them off guard with the play calls.
Clegg now going to the right side, and he is met by a host of Bobcats as he gets the line of scrimmage. Slight gain on the play, and the ball will be spotted just inside the 26-yard line. It's a gain of about a yard on the play.
You know, another thing that we're looking at here, guys, is positive yards. I mean, you know, granted it was Delamar picked up 2 and Clegg picked up 1, but it's not I'm not writing any minuses like I did so much in that first quarter, Johnny.
No doubt.
Coming off the field is Clegg. Coming in for the Leopards is Bruce Huell. 4 seconds on the play clock. Snap. Fielded by Moore, option play to Huell. Huell trying to get to the outside and works his way down to about the 25. And Johnny, that was basically all him as he was going to be stopped, looked like, right at the line of scrimmage.
I tell you what, Bruce Huell's a tough young cookie because he can lower his head and give a boom, but exactly what he did, he took a couple, but man, he dished it out as well, carrying that football.
3rd down and 8 for the Leopards. As Wardell Brim and Chris Jones split out to the far side, Cameron Butler to the near side. We've got a stop and play here, flag down. And it looks like Hope lined up all sides, so the Leopards will get 5 yards. 3rd and 8 turns into 3rd and 3, a much more makeable 3rd down for the Leopards.
That's definitely a different play calling now that you're susceptible to the pass. You've got running plays that can possibly get 3 yards. This is definitely 4th down territory, so Malvern's got an option to throw or pass because they're within 3 yards for the 1st down.
Coming back into the game is Clegg for the Leopards. Again, Brim and Jones split to the far side, Butler to the near side. Moore takes a snap, running the option, pitches to Clegg, trying to get the outside, but he's going to be wrapped up back at the 25-yard line. And the Leopards now face 4th down as the clock continues to roll, now at 3:35.
Too much penetration by the Hope Bobcat defensive line, getting in the backfield and not giving a chance to the running backs to get anywhere, and brings up a loss on the play of about 6-7 yards. So Malvern's got themselves in a hole on 4th down.
4th down and 8 now for the Leopards. Loss of 5 on the previous play as Moore awaits the snap. Fields a low snap, now pitches to Clegg, trying the middle, and he is going to be stopped after a short gain. Ball spotted at the 25, and the Hope Bobcats will get the ball on downs. With 3:05 remaining here in the 1st half, the Bobcats lead the Leopards 28-0. And Johnny, just another example there, the good speed by that Hope defense, as Clegg never really had a chance.
No, there's too much penetration by the defensive line, not allowing anything for the Malvern Leopards.
Muldrew under center now for the Bobcats, takes the snap, gives to his tailback, Run's got running room. Fumble on the play, recovered by Malvern. If they're able to hold on to it at the bottom of that scrum.
Mike, I think they did, and I think Malvern's got it right at the 45-yard line of the Hope Bobcats, and that looks like Wardell Brim with the football. Several Leopards grabbed a hold of Rudd's arm and ripped it out. And the ball squirts up and just about right in the hands of Wardell Brim. So Malvern gains possession at 2:55 on the clock. Plenty of time to score here late in the 2nd quarter.
Coming limping off the field is number 42, Blair Williams. So hopefully he's able to shake that off and come back out, as he's been a tough player for these Leopards on defense. 2 men in the backfield along with Moore, 3 wideouts. Here's the snap. It looks like a busted play, and Moore's going to take it himself. He gets back to about the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be it. And they're actually going to spot him back about 1.5 yards on that play. It'll be 2nd down and 12.
You know, I keep looking for the Leopards to go long. That's what opened that offense up on that last drive, and our passing game seems to be working here. Maybe we can get her going now.
Coming to the near side is Brim and Jones. Cameron Butler split to the far side. 1 man in the backfield along with Moore. Moore missed, exchanged again once again, and it's going to be another loss by the Leopards. This one back to about the 48.
Well, unfortunately, we're writing down some of those minuses now, guys, instead of those pluses we were putting on a while ago.
Re-entering the game for the Leopards is Clegg. Coming off for the Leopards is Huell. The Bobcats are going to take a timeout. The Hope Bobcats lead the Leopards 28-0. 1:45 remaining here in the 1st half of play, and the Leopards face 3rd down and 13 from the Hope 47-yard line. Moore takes the snap, looking to throw, got pressure up the middle, tripped up, and he is going to be brought down back at the 45-yard line. And the Leopards now will face 4th down and extremely long.
Mike, that's 4th and 20, but Malvern about 1:28 rolling, and Malvern's probably going to let it roll out and do a quick kick and not allow them not to have any extra yards.
You better get Mark back in there, Darryl.
Larry's over here on the bench. Let him run down and call timeout. Let him run down and call timeout. It doesn't matter. Let him run down.
A timeout taken on the field as Malvern had some problems getting the right men on the field. 1:08 remaining here in the first half of play. The Bobcats lead the Leopards 28-0. Malvern facing 4th down and 20 now from their own 46-yard line. Josh Moore set up in shotgun. And he is going to throw this one. Throws to the near sideline. Caught by Wardell Brown down near the 30-yard line. First down, Malvern.
An excellent fake. Everybody thought they were going to punt it. And sure enough, we come out throwing it up to Wardell Brim, and he brings it down in front of the Leopard stands at the 102 mark, down to very near to the 30-yard line, and giving Malvern the opportunity to score late in this second quarter.
Maybe that's all we need. 4th and 19, we pick up 24 yards on a pass play. Great call. That's one of those weapons, Johnny, when you never know whether they're going to punt or what they're going to do out of that formation with Josh back there.
Wardell Brown with his second big catch of the evening. Josh Moore set up in shotgun once again, looking to throw, looking to the right side, lets this one go. He's going to overshoot his man. And Johnny, it looks like there may have been a slight mix-up on the route.
Stephen Clegg was going to the flag and just over the wrong shoulder, basically. And Philip Judd runs a 5-yard in, and it looked like it went way over his head, but Stephen Clegg was running that flag route, and it was just over to the wrong shoulder. But stops the clock at 48 seconds. Malvern still has 3 shots to the end zone. Plenty of time on the clock for the Malvern Leopards.
Brim, and not sure if that's looks like Butler split to the far side for the Leopards. Throwing to the near side, in and out of the hands of his intended receiver, and that's Philip Judd. Judd can't quite come up with it, and the Leopards face 3rd down and 10.
Good throw, but it just went right through the hands. Philip Judd right at the 24-yard line, and Judd thought about running before he caught it, and but stops the clock at 44 seconds. Ball still spotted at the 30-yard line. Malvern still has 2 more attempts to the goal line.
Leopards looking to get on the board here as we near the end of the first half. Again, Butler and Brim split to the far side. Philip Judd all alone along the visiting sidelines. Give up the middle. That's Clegg. He's got running room inside the 20-yard line trying to get to the corner. And it is
out of bounds.
Out of bounds, very near the goal line. That stops the clock with 35 seconds left.
Mike, he's very near inside the 5-yard line, maybe at the 4-yard line. That's where the side judge is spotted. So right at 35 seconds, Malvern's knocking on the door with 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. And unexpected, they thought we were going the passing game out to the outside, and Stephen Clegg runs up the draw right up the gut.
Clegg did an awful good job of picking his blockers up there at about the 35-yard line too, Johnny. Really did a good job running to his blocks.
3 wideouts for the Leopards. Butler and Brim split to the near side, Judd to the far side. 1 man in the backfield, throwing to the corner, looking for Brim, and just over his head. Wardell Brim made a valiant effort, but couldn't quite come up with it. 31 seconds remaining on the clock. Incompletion stops the clock there. 2nd down, goal to go from the 4-yard line for the Leopards. And it looks like the Leopards have a man down.
Tell you what, the quarterback, Josh, took a pretty good lick there, but he's getting up, shaking it off. They've been on him tonight, and he's taking some pretty good stings out there, guys.
Yeah, looks like he got it right in the gut.
Looks like
that's Anthony Witherspoon coming out for the Leopards.
Look, Witherspoon, he's real gimpy on that high ankle sprain, and the coach has said he wouldn't be real mobile. But I tell you what we do, though, Anthony can take that ball back there in the shotgun, and he's got an arm. He can throw the ball.
And a very visible limp for Witherspoon as he trots out onto the field with the play. 2nd down, goal to go from the 4-yard line. Witherspoon in shotgun. Looking to throw. Over the middle it is. Caught! Touchdown Malvern! Cameron Butler with the 4-yard reception. Good throw by Witherspoon. He comes in for one play and gets the touchdown. Leopards on the board here with 26 seconds remaining in the first half and looking to add the extra point.
Double split in slants, and the second man through gets it to the back of the end zone, and not anywhere but Cameron Butler can come down with it.
You know, it's one of those a mismatch out there. We do have a size advantage against their corners, Mike and Johnny. Oh.
The kick is up and good. So the Leopards get on the board and get back in the game somewhat. It's 28-7.
Orr's Furniture in Malvern is proud to support the Malvern Leopards. Our new furniture complex at 400 MLK Boulevard is one of the largest in the state, featuring the most trusted names in the industry. We stock a huge selection of leather sofas, chairs, and home theater seating, as well as one of the largest recliner galleries in Arkansas, featuring Lazy Boy, Lane, and Catnapper. Our Sleep Central bedding gallery offers you the opportunity to pick out just the right firmness of Sealy or Stearns & Foster mattress set. All of us at Orr's Furniture wish the Leopards well this season, and we look forward to visiting with you this fall.
26 seconds remaining in the first half. Leopards get on the board on their last drive. 28-7 Hope leads, but Malvern looked much sharper offensively on that last possession.
No doubt. Malvern's ready to kick it out with 26 seconds. I think I'd almost kick it out of bounds, not allow Rudd get it at all.
Well,
or a shoot.
Kind of maybe a squib up the middle. Anything to keep it out of Rudd's hand. He has been dangerous, although his fumble set up the last Malvern touchdown. Line drive, and this one will roll.
Stop.
Rudd picks it up at the 1-yard line and then runs back at the end zone. I guess his feet were in the end zone when he picked it up. So the ball will be spotted at the 20.
Malvern almost catches a break. Maybe if we could have kept him contained, it would have been way down deep in their territory. But Hope will gain possession right at the 20-yard line, and Rudd will have to go 80 yards for a TD.
Well, the Leopards on that last drive did an awful good job, an excellent job of taking advantage of a Hope turnover and going 45 yards for a touchdown in a pretty short period of time. So it gives them hope, gives them something to talk about at halftime, guys, and something to build on for this third quarter coming up.
Muldrew gives up the middle, lots of running room for Henderson, and Henderson across midfield, and it's run out of bounds at about the 41-yard line. They'll spot it right at the Malvern 40.
Mike, he just went right up the gut. Nobody there as a safety or linebacker to meet him in the hole. And before you know it, he's up over midfield with a big gain of 40 yards right on the play.
Yeah.
40 yards in basically 11 seconds. 15 seconds remaining on the clock.
That just shows you the speed of the whole Bobcats. They can almost score from anywhere on the field, and now they, with 2 plays, they can march 40 yards for the score. So you just never lay down with a good team with a ball in their hands.
2 wideouts now for the Bobcats. Muldrew looking to throw, has pressure, throwing towards the end zone. On the coverage is Moore, and Moore breaks up. Moore breaks up the pass at the goal line, and he had to make up quite a bit of yardage, Johnny.
He was catching up with him, and also he stuck his hand up there right when the ball got there and ripped it away from the receiver, because the receiver had it in his hands right at the goal line, and Josh pulls it right out. So 7 seconds knocks off the clock.
Remind you to turn on Channel 13 tomorrow at 4 o'clock and watch the replay of this first half of the Leopards versus the Hope Bobcats, and watch it. That's a great play by Moore, getting back there, made up some ground, and saved a touchdown.
8 seconds now remaining in the first half of play as the Bobcats line up at the Malvern 40, 2nd down and 10. Muldrew fakes the give, looking to throw once again. Has pressure in the backfield, and he is going to be dropped back at midfield, and the clock runs out on the first half of play.
Mike, that was number 33 of the Malvern Leopards, Albert Bragg, bringing him down right at midfield. So great play to end on going into the half.
It is halftime at Hope, 28-7. The Bobcats lead the Leopards. We're going to take a break. We'll be back in a moment.
Ouachita Technical College in Malvern can get you started in the right direction. Ouachita Tech has all the classes you need to prepare yourself for a 4-year degree, as well as a variety of 1- and 2-year programs available. Plus, Ouachita Tech has made it even easier for you to get the classes you need, online classes. Whether you're a first-time student or someone looking to get back to college, get a great start at one of the best colleges in Arkansas, Ouachita Technical College in Malvern.
We appreciate the fans that come out, and you people that are listening home here on KBOK, we'd like to remind you that next Friday night, of course, is homecoming, and the Leopards take on the J.A. Fair
War Eagles,
and so that'll be a 7:30 game, but I think probably homecoming activities will start right at 6:45, 7 o'clock. Usually, normally, and I'm assuming it won't be any different, big crowds at homecoming. So come early, get your seat, and buy a soft drink at the band boosters and a piece of pizza, and come out and watch these Leopards play Hope next week. We are 1:54 left before the start of the game here. The captains are meeting back out on the field, and both teams are warming up. Johnny, what do you expect in the second half?
I expect Malvern to come out and fight as hard as they can and get back in this ball game. It's, you know, they dodged a bullet right there at the tail end, and Malvern will be receiving the kick. And if we can keep number 1 and 13, the quarterback and the tailback, in check, we've got a very good chance of slowing them down. The Malvern's got to be consistent. No mental mistakes. When you're fighting a good team, you can't have mental mistakes during the ball game. And Malvern's had a few of them tonight, so we've got to battle through adversity, through bad mistakes.
You know, Mike and I were talking earlier in the halftime that you know, the Leopards had a chance just to mail it in there in the after they got down 28-0, but they forced some turnovers, forced some good things to happen. So you know, Leopards come out, take this opening kickoff here in the third quarter, get a touchdown, cut this to a 2-touchdown ball game instead of one. All of a sudden, you know, we're back in a ball game. But this first series is very important for the Leopards here in the third quarter, isn't it?
No doubt. One thing I'd like to say is, as an old Leopard, I definitely challenge any old Leopards to, if you see an athlete that should be on the field, tell them that you want to see them out there. Tell them that you want their support. Come to the ball games. We need student body support. We need to get this program on the right track, and I think we're going there. We just need your help. So come out and support the Leopards any way you can financially, or come out as a person and cheer on these Leopards.
Yeah, you know, and the thing about it is a lot of it starts in the junior high program, and we have Coach Russell up here, the head coach. How'd the junior high do last night, Coach? Went to where? You went to, came down to Hope and beat Hope 20-14 last night. Those Cubs. What kind of record? You got your record now is 4-2. How are you doing in the conference, Coach? We're doing. Coach Russell and I are doing hand signals. 1-1. I tell you what, those young Cubs. He's got a bunch of good ninth graders, a bunch of good 7th and 8th graders, and a bunch of kids out there, don't you, Coach? And he nods his head, yes.
Hope kicks the second half kickoff away, fielded back near the 15-yard line. Good return up near the 30.
Cantrell Johnson with the he could have let it bounce on, but he grabbed it in the air. It was a line drive kick and gets it back over the 30-yard line. Good field position for the Leopards. Starting 1st and 10 in the third quarter. Hope Bobcats lead 28-7, and Josh Moore comes back and be the quarterback in the start of the third quarter, Mike.
Ball spotted just shy of the 30 at the 29-yard line. The Leopards will have it 1st and 10. And the Leopards come out with 3 wideouts. Moore up under center. Takes a snap. Give up the middle. And that's
Daniel Delamar.
That's Delamar on the carry. I apologize for the delay.
He was in the short fullback position, and we were with a No Arlenia, just a turnaround handoff and no yardage on the play. The defensive end for the whole Bobcats stopped him immediately at the line of scrimmage for no gainer. Short gain, excuse me.
Yeah, that's a slight gain on the play, calling it 2nd and 9. Ball just shy of the 30 now. Moore back in shotgun position. Takes the snap, looking to his left. Throws, and incomplete. Intended, I believe, for Delamar, Johnny, and Delamar couldn't quite get out to where Moore was expecting him to be.
Yeah, Delamar looked like he got hung up right at the line of scrimmage, couldn't get out to the flat, and Josh was getting pressure, so he gets it on out there where nobody's at and keeps a sack from happening, or definitely nowhere nobody can get it from a defensive back stance. So does bring up a long 3rd down situation for the Malvern Leopards.
3rd and 9 now. Moore back in shotgun once again. Twins right. 2 receivers to his left. Moore looks right now, throws left, and Cameron Butler with the reception across midfield, run out of bounds inside the whole 40. 1st down for the Leopards.
Definitely a jump ball situation, and Cameron Butler a good 3-4 inches over the defensive back, and he goes up to the highest point and brings it down for a 1st down for the Malvern Leopards. Way inside Bobcat territory, down to the 37. It's a big reception by Cameron Butler.
Butler using his size to his advantage. For that matter, Moore using Butler's size to his advantage.
You know, that's those jump balls we were talking about at halftime, guys, I think.
Twins right, split left for Moore. 2 men in the backfield. Turns, gives to Delamar. Delamar met at right at the 35. They'll actually spot him just shy of the 35.
My God, go back to the well. Cameron Butler's got a little guy over here on defensive back out on the corner, one-on-one. I don't care how fast you are, you can't match up with that big size of Cameron Butler.
2nd down and 8 for the Leopards. In home territory once again. Looking to score on consecutive drives as they scored on their last drive of the first half. Again, Twins right, split left. Moore gives this time to Clegg, and Clegg is hammered right as he gets the football, and he's down back at the 39 and is slow to get up. He is.
We got him in the knees, look like, in the shins of the knees.
And it looks like Clegg may need some assistance. And we're getting quite a bit of noise through the headset. I hope that's not coming through quite as bad on your end at home, but we're inside 10 minutes. Clegg's help off the field.
Turn mine off and see if that's it.
Ron, I can't turn you off without turning Johnny off, so we're going to stay with it. We've got a flag down on the field.
I think the whole linebacker, the defensive end, is lined in the neutral zone, going to give Malvern an extra 5 yards, so should bring up 3rd and 5. Putting the ball down on the 33-yard line, so Malvern getting a break by a defensive lineman lining up in the neutral zone. So
2nd time tonight, Hope's lined up all sides. So what was 3rd and 11 now turns into 3rd and 6. 9:40 now, clock restarted, and the Leopards well into home territory. The Leopards are going to take a timeout. 9:34 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Leopards driving, have a 3rd and 6 at the Hope 34-yard line. Bruce Ewell in for the Leopards. He takes the spot of Stephen Clegg, who took a good shot in the knee earlier in this series.
Mikey is up and around. I think he'll be back in the ball game.
Moore takes a snap, looking to throw right side. Jump ball, incomplete, in and out of the hands of Wardell Brim. And Brim got his hands on the ball, but give credit to the defensive back, pulled it away at the last moment.
Mike, that's a big mismatch. Wardell Brim's a big guy, and then number 4 for the defensive back for the Hope Bobcats, he's very short. I bet he's not but 5'9" at the best, but Wardell Brim's at least 6'3", so big mismatch on both sides of the field. Cameron Butler's also got a mismatch on his size.
Cameron's problem is he's going against Henderson, who's the best athlete probably on the field, number 6.
Moore with 4 wideouts. 4th down, throws, incomplete. He tries to throw to Cameron Butler, but the pass busted up by number 26, Rico Moss. And the Leopards will turn the ball over on downs at the Hope 34-yard line.
Well, good start for the Malvern Leopards in this third quarter. We had a couple of first downs, some good plays that happened. So Malvern's got a good break now. If the defense can hold here with 3 downs and out, Malvern can get back in this ball game pretty quick.
Muldrew under center, takes the snap. Penetration, fumble on the play, and it's recovered by the Leopards at the 30-yard line of Hope.
Excellent play by Brent Williams, shooting the gap right when the ball was snapped, and he gets in there and disrupts the play at the exchange. Ball squirts out, and Cantrell Johnson gets the ball right at the 32-yard line of the Hope Bobcats, putting Malvern in a position to march back down and score again.
Wow, that's those breaks we were talking about, Johnny and Mike, at halftime. That, you need some good things to happen. Need to get some points out of this one.
Brim and Judd split to the near side. Cameron Butler split to the far side for the Leopards. Moore takes a snap, looking left, throws, incomplete, intended for Wardell Brim. We've got a flag thrown along the line of scrimmage, which usually indicates a holding play.
Not a good spot for a foul. Overshoots his man, Wardell Brim, over his head, not close, so probably going to move Malvern back an extra 10 yards.
Looks like the spot of the foul is going to be the 33-yard line. And that penalty should move the Leopards back to the 43. However, it will remain. Well, okay, they marked it off, I guess, from the 30-yard line because the ball's going to be spotted just outside the 40.
I think we got a break there because it's really at the spot of the foul, and he spots it right.
Well, it looks like they've figured out
the line of scrimmage, so.
Yep.
Leopards possibly getting a slight break there. Moore in shotgun once again. Takes a snap, gives up the middle, and that's Delamar. Delamar is going to be brought down for a loss of about a yard, maybe 2 on the play.
Way too much penetration on that running play. Malvern's not getting anywhere with the draw anymore right up the gut, so trying to catch him off guard, and the linebackers are staying at home. The only way to break that up is throwing it over the middle and get those linebackers out of there and hopefully take advantage of down deep in the middle.
Second down, 22 now for the Leopards. 8:45 remaining in the third quarter. Leopards down 21 points rather. It's 28-7. Moore looking, throws over to the left side. It is caught by Cameron Butler over the back of the defender at the 20-yard line.
Wow, an excellent play by Cameron Butler. He just one-handed over the top of the D-back and brings it back into it. It makes one heck of a catch.
That play gives the Leopards a first down. Outstanding catch by Cameron Butler.
Live to the Malvern Leopards right here in the third quarter, making some plays and definitely doing it on both sides of the ball.
That's a big 23-yard pickup there, guys. That's what we had. That's 3 more than we needed for a 1st and 10.
Moore takes a snap, looking to throw again. Looking to the far corner. The pass is incomplete, intended for Wardell Brim. The back breaks up the play at the last moment. Number 40, John McCall.
The ball was thrown to his backside shoulder, and he should have came back to the ball and went up to the highest point. These smaller D-backs are allowing him to get a play on it, so unfortunate for the Leopards not to come up with that one.
8:18 remaining here in the third quarter.
Guys, we keep talking about those mismatches, and look, coaching staff really trying to take advantage of our tall, wide receivers.
A few more defensive backs now for the Bobcats. Moore takes a snap, pitches. Bruce Huell on the carry. He gets a gain down inside the 15-yard line, down to the 14.
Quick pitch or a good shovel pass out to the outside. It's one of those either-or type deals. And Bruce Huell tough young man, getting out the outside, gaining a good 5 yards on the play, down inside the 15, down to the 13. But brings up a long 5 yards, long 4 yards on the play. Must get down to at least the 10, inside the 10 to get a first.
3rd down and 4 for the Leopards. Moore in shotgun. Hewell in the backfield along with Moore. Throwing. Right side, it is incomplete. Good try there by the Leopards, but the pass goes incomplete.
Got a hanky on the field.
That was a well-thrown ball. That was really a well-thrown ball after laid out there, and Delamar just couldn't quite get to it.
I think that was just paper. I don't believe that was a penalty.
Yeah, it looks like a piece of paper on the field. Josh Moore bringing in the play now. 4th down and 4, Leopards. Looking to score here and hopefully get within 14 points of the Hope Bobcats. 2 receivers to either side for Moore. Hewell in the backfield. Moore takes a snap, looking. Pass incomplete. In and out of the hands of his intended receiver, Daniel Delamar, and Delamar lets that one go. That would have been a first down at least, if not a touchdown.
Yeah, he had an open lane. Everybody's thinking Cameron Butler was going to get it, and he was just sitting out there by himself. A little hard thrown, but very catchable for Daniel Delamar.
The Hope Bobcats take over on downs once again, this time at their own 13-yard line.
Well,
7:26
break there, wasn't it, Mike?
Yeah, absolutely. Tough break. Leopards had an opportunity there to make something happen. 7:26 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. It's a 21-point lead for the Hope Bobcats, 28-7. Williams blitzes, but Rudd goes the opposite way, and he's got running room. One man to beat in the tackle made. Wardell Brim made up a lot of yardage. Stayed with the play to make the tackle at the 49 of Hope.
One's down on the ground.
Johnny Leopards certainly caught off guard on that play, but never gave up on it as Wardell Brim really tracked down Rudd as he was trying to make a move. We've got a timeout on the field. There's a Bobcat down. We're going to take a break as well. It's 28-7. Hope leads Malvern.
My name is Jim Ferguson, and I am president of the Elkhorn Bank in Malvern. I've been in the banking business 30-plus years. 20 of those years have been in Malvern, Arkansas. I developed a lot of close friendships. I'm convinced that the management of Elkhorn Bank understands community banking. The willingness to offer the type of service that we believe exemplifies a community bank image.
The Elkhorn Experience. It's all about service. From Jim Ferguson, member FDIC.
Once again, we'll return to Hammond Stadium. 7:14 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Bobcats lead 28-7. Coming to the line of scrimmage, Muldrew gives first man through and tackle made immediately. On the play of about 3 yards.
Fullback number 28, Damon Walker, straight up the gut, gets 4 yards on the play over midfield. So just going straight ahead and try to get a little push. Malvern's got to watch out for number 13.
We've got some technical difficulties here. We'll try to fix them as best we can.
We apologize for the popping in the line. Counter on the play, Henderson on the carry. Henderson has the first down and is run out of bounds near the 35-yard line, or right at the 35 of Malvern.
There it is. Whatever you did, guys, that's it.
We just kept moving things until the popping stopped. Technical.
You need
our electronics training is extensive.
Our fans would really. We need to put us on video one of these nights. You know.
I got my electronic tester out and we found out where it was at.
Tight.
Muldrew this time gives Henderson on the carry. Got a big gain inside the Malvern 20-yard line. Ball comes squirting out, but it's after Henderson goes down.
Slow developing play, but just whenever they get a crease, they got the speed to burst through there. And Malvern just doesn't quite have the speed to catch up with them and to get a big play all the way down to the 18-yard line. And knocking on the doors once against the Hope Bobcats.
Well, I tell you what, Henderson's hurt us pretty bad here these last two big plays here.
Henderson been every bit as effective as Rudd for the Bobcats. Muldrew looking to throw now, throwing towards the end zone, and this one is almost one-handed, but it goes incomplete, intended for number 26, Rico Moss.
A little bit overthrown, but Muldrew had a little pressure, and he had to get rid of it, and overthrown his receiver. His receiver got open right at the last minute and almost broke inside for possible TD.
Good effort there by Moss. Pass slightly overthrown. Give credit to Muldrew. He threw that where Moss was the only one that had an opportunity to catch that football.
5:59 on the clock, 28-7 here. Hope leads Malvern, but Hope is knocking on the door once again.
Muldrew under center pitch to Henderson. Henderson cuts up inside, and he is going to be in the end zone for a touchdown. And the Hope Bobcats extend their lead now to 34-7 as they get set for the extra point.
That tackle's flaring out there on the run support, and then the split end just cracks hard now. And what happens, we have
5:50 in the 5:50 mark on the third quarter. The Bobcats extend their lead.
Bruce got cracked. Now, he fell over to Sheep.
The Bobcats now set to kick the extra point. The snap is somewhat high, but fielded, and the kick is good. So with 5:50 remaining in the third quarter, it's 35-7. The Bobcats lead the Leopards. We'll be back after this.
Malvern National Bank can make your dreams come true with the Home Advantage Equity Line of Credit. This is Tony Warner, and if you're a homeowner, Malvern National Bank can show you the way to live your dreams by using the equity in your home. You can use the Home Advantage Equity Line for anything you want up to your qualifying amount and make one convenient monthly payment. Your low interest could be tax deductible, but check with your tax consultant. Take that long-desired vacation, pay tuition, remodel your home, get a new vehicle you choose, and you don't have to come to the bank every time you need money. The Home Advantage Equity Line of Credit from Malvern National Bank, an equal housing lender. Call us today.
Once again, we'll return to Hammond Stadium. 5:50 remaining here in the third quarter. The Hope Bobcats lead the Malvern Leopards 35-7. Hope set now to kick off to the Leopards. Deep for Malvern is Stephen Clegg. Kick towards the left side, and it will go out of bounds, so the Leopards will get the ball at the 35-yard line.
Anytime it goes out of bounds, Malvern gets a good break, so we'll take it. Good field position at the 35. Malvern just got to get out and start making some first downs again, just like they did the first two possessions, and try to get it in the end zone. We missed 14 points here in the third quarter right out of the gate, and unfortunately, we didn't cash in.
Leopards looking to cut the deficit now. Shotgun formation for Moore. Two men in the backfield. Moore pitches. Clegg near side, gets across the 40-yard line, and he's going to be brought down at the 44.
Mike, that's Cantrell Johnson running the tailback position and gets down a good 7 yards, 7-8 yards on the carry. It was an option play from Josh Moore. Josh reads it perfectly and gets it out to a very speedy Cantrell Johnson.
My apologies. I thought Clegg was back out onto the field.
Mike, we've got several guys. It's limping around down here on the sidelines. It's going to be tough to keep up with these who's in and who's out.
Moore takes a snap low. He fields it. Gives to Delamar, and Delamar is going to have enough
Excellent fight through Daniel Delamar, breaking through two tackles and getting over the line of scrimmage, the 45-yard line where the first down, and fights all the way to the 46. So first down and 10, Malvern coming out and and getting good push right out of the gate with 2 running plays.
Inside 5 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. 28-point lead for the Bobcats. Twins right, split left, movement along the line for Malvern, and they're going to give up 5 yards here. The left side of the line for Malvern moving on that play. So the Leopards now will face first down and 15. Moore getting the play from the sidelines.
Minor setback. Malvern's, it's 1st and 15. Plenty of time, plenty yardage. We can get the first down. Nothing to be
we've
getting negative about.
We can get some big yardage on pass plays.
Moore looks to his left and throws. It is incomplete, intended for Cameron Butler. Butler was just inside Hope territory to about the 47-yard line, but couldn't quite come up with the throw as it was slightly underthrown.
Yeah, I believe that was going to be a throw-up ball where Cameron Butler goes as high as he can. It was just way underthrown, and Josh maybe saw that to throw it, short where he can come back to it, but way too far. Cameron Butler dove at it, and it was right at his shoelaces, but could not come up with it.
Notice Ryan Sanders in the game now for the Leopards. He split to the far side along with Judd. Over the middle, pass picked off by Hope. Down to about the 40-yard line goes number 43, Aaron Smith.
Josh Moore tried to squeeze it in there in the middle of the defense. Thought we saw a seam and just kind of softly laid it out there, and the linebacker took advantage, stepped right in front of, I believe it was Daniel Delamar, going right down the seam, and interception around midfield and bringing it back to the 41-yard line of the Malvern Leopards. So Malvern got their backs against the wall once again.
Muldrew under center. I formation, Leopards showing blitz, and there's got to be some kind of movement along that Hope line.
They looked like they were moving. I don't know if Malvern got in the neutral zone before they moved.
Leopards were showing blitz there. And it is going to be marked off against the Bobcats, 5-yard penalty. Moves the ball back to the 46-yard line, and the Bobcats have first down and 15. Clock is stopped at 4:16 here in the third quarter. Twins right for the Bobcats. We've got play stopped once again. Hope is going to take a timeout.
The Leopards have had plenty of opportunities here in this third quarter. 4:16 left with Hope driving, but the Leopards have had some chances.
First down 15 for the Bobcats. Once again, they set up in a twin formation. Twins go to the far side of the field. And this time the Leopards look to be all sides. So,
I think that's a heady call there by Mulder, the senior quarterback. He saw the linebackers coming in. Obviously, we were sending both linebackers after him, and he just hesitated on his count, Johnny, like a good quarterback will do, and we fell across the line.
Yeah, we're anticipating that snap count. We can't do that, and but that's just a call play by the defense coordinator, trying to get a good advantage like we did earlier in the ball game. So, it's you give and take a little bit.
Leopard showing blitz again. Give up the middle. That's Henderson, and Henderson is going to be dropped at the 36-yard line. It'll be a gain of about 5 yards.
Bruce Hewell and Albert Bragg both on the tackle, and not before it's 5 yards down the play, and Henderson just as fast as Rudd. Man, they just have more than one guy that is that fast. He shot through that hole like lightning. So
they're quick.
T formation now for the Bobcats, and movement along the line is the big tackle for Hope. Number 73 comes out of his stance early. And so the 5 yards gained by Henderson will be given back. It will go back to 2nd and 10 now. As we're going in 5-yard increments on every play.
That's what I was getting ready to say. 5 forward, 5 back. These stats look funny.
Jigsaw. 2nd down and 10 now for the Bobcats. Twins left, split right. Muldrew looking to throw. Over the middle, it is incomplete. Big hit put on the receiver.
Wow. Wow, you
Big collision.
You've got to watch that on Channel 13 tomorrow at 4 o'clock.
Cameron Butler came flying in.
At 3:12 of the third quarter, I mean, it is a slobber knocker.
Boy, he popped him. Cameron Butler just definitely put a lick on him and busted up the play. But Malvern's got to consider this is third and 10, and this is a big play for the Malvern Leopards to stop them.
Twins left, split right. Muldrew up under center. Throws to the far side, complete to Rico Moss, and Moss is going to be stopped at about the 36, maybe the 37-yard line, and it will be 4th down.
Cantrell Johnson fought off a blocker and got out there and made a play, a big play, and not allowing the receiver to get any more than 4 yards on the play.
And another Malvern Leopard looks to be injured on the field. I believe that's Kashif Manuel. And coming into the game for the Leopards is Chris Carter.
She's having a tough year with injuries and got hurt in one game and was out quite a bit. And now he's hobbling off. Looks like an ankle sprain, definitely, or if not a knee.
Carter, another sophomore for these Leopards, and gentlemen, a lot of sophomores having to contribute, and I think we can all speak from experience to say that's a lot to ask of a 10th grader.
Yeah, it is, particularly in a 4A school playing the kind of competition we're playing.
4th down and 6. Both Bobcats going for it on 4th down. Muldrew pitches to Henderson, and Henderson has the first down. He is run out of bounds. If we wait on the spot, it's going to be down to the 21-yard line, it looks like, and that'll be enough for the first.
Man, that was a quick pitch to the outback that is on the split tee, and definitely getting out there real quick is that speedy back of Henderson, and he turns the corner for big yards.
Well, they are fast on the corners. There's no other way of putting it. They are just extremely fast on the corners.
1st down and 10 for the Bobcats. Ball spotted at the 21. Muldrew looking to throw. Over the middle, it is incomplete, almost picked off by Cameron Butler. Makes a good break on the football and can't quite come up with it.
It was almost picked off, but they were trying to go to Henderson right up the seam, and Cameron Butler steps right in front and not allowing that pass to be complete. So it brings up 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line. 2:25 on the clock. It's Hope Bobcats 35, Malvern 7.
Two wideouts for Muldrew. It's 2nd down and 10. Muldrew gives to Henderson coming across the field, and Henderson has a big gain as he is brought down at about or just outside the 5-yard line.
Anytime they get those backs outside, those number 6 or 1 of the Bobcats just has just open field mobility and elusiveness that they can get an extra 10 yards if they're one-on-one with any back in the country.
Clock rolling, nearing 2 minutes here remaining in the 3rd quarter. Three backs in the backfield for Muldrew. Turns and gives to his big fullback, Rico Moss, or excuse me, Damon Walker, and Walker goes in for the touchdown. With 1:59 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. It's 41-7 now. And if Hope hits this extra point, we'll be looking at a continuous clock. The kick is away, and it is good. So with 1:59 remaining in the third quarter, it's Hope 42, Malvern 7. We'll be back in a moment.
At Southern State Bank, we know that our success depends on the success of our customers. So we go the extra mile to help you fulfill your dreams. Whether your goal is to build your dream home, provide for your children's college education, or secure retirement income, at Southern State Bank, we want to help make your dreams a reality. So come by Southern State Bank and receive banking in the right direction.
And we return to Hope Hammond Stadium, where the Bobcats lead the Leopards 42-7. The Bobcats getting set to kick to the Leopards once again. The referee finally takes the field. Low, wobbly kick fielded by Cantrell Johnson near the 20, inside the 20. He gets out past the 30-yard line. He'll be spotted.
Mike, he's about the only healthy back we got out there so far. Everybody's been hurt or been in and out of the ball game. And we got several young men that are hobbling around, and Hope Bobcats have really beat up on the Malvern Leopards here in this ball game. So, but nevertheless, the clock continues to roll even when the dead ball situation. The only thing that'll stop the clock is a timeout or the end of a quarter.
Referee's timeout.
That's true, excuse me.
Back into the game now is Stephen Clegg. He lines up beside Josh Moore, who's in shotgun formation. Twins left, split right for Moore. Moore takes a snap, actually fumbles the snap, ball still on the ground. It looks like the Leopards came up with it, and they did. But the loss will be back to about the 30-yard line, so a loss of 4 on the play.
Mike, the ball continues to be low snaps tonight, and makes a tough exchange for the quarterback. That one was snapped. It looked like it skipped almost back to the quarterback.
And coming back out of the game now is Stephen Clegg, and re-entering is Cantrell Johnson.
I think Cantrell Johnson is wanting the ball. He's coming in there, give it to me.
This time Moore going to step up under center. T formation now for the Leopards. 2 wide outs. We've got a referee's timeout. And they stopped the clock to get the marker changed on the sideline. Cantrell Johnson trying to get to the outside. He busts his way up past the 37. And that's the end of the third quarter. At the end of 3 quarters of play, it is Hope 42, Malvern 7. We'll be back in a moment.
Teeter Chevrolet, your one stop for all your truck, car, and SUV needs. New and pre-owned, we have them. At Teeter Chevrolet, our service is second to none. And our body shop is the best around. The deals are always sweeter at Teeter.
And the referee about set start the clock, and he does. Josh Moore feels the low snap, looking over the middle. It is incomplete, intended for Delamar. Delamar gets one hand on it but can't reel it in.
Right over the middle, just a little bit out of the reach of Daniel Delamar, and still brings up a 4th down and a short 8, I'd say. It looks like almost 7. But we've got to continue to go for the 4th down, regardless if it puts us deep in their territory with our backs against the wall.
Inside 11 minutes and 30 seconds now. remaining in the football game. Moore punts it away. Big, long, beautiful kick. Takes a good Malvern bounce and is going to be down at the 17, maybe the 18-yard line. So Leopard's able to get away a good kick. Josh Moore with a nice spiral there, Johnny.
No doubt, that was a good punt. Mike, it doesn't look like they're going to give up. That they've still got their first teamers coming in.
I guess with that 35-point lead, they
padding the stats.
Ends up being about a 45-yard punt for Josh Moore.
Twins. Now pro T.
Two receivers now for Muldrew, two backs in the backfield. He turns, gives to first man through, believed to be
Mr. Rudd. He's back.
Rudd. And he's brought down after a short game, maybe 2 yards.
Rashad Huell coming up and making a stop right up the center. Making a good stop. So even though Malvern stopped him after gaining of about 3 or 4 yards, and
why would you risk a chance with a 35-point lead of hurting one of your kids? I don't understand this is on Hope's part.
Two wideouts for Muldrew. Gives to his tailback Rudd. Trying the right side, has running room along the far sideline. Cuts back to the inside, keeps his feet, now runs out of bounds as he gets into Malvern territory. Gets into Malvern territory at the 48. There's a flag at the end of the play.
Looks like they're going to tack on a face mask. And looks like they possibly will tack on at least another 5 yards. I don't think it was a personal foul. Yeah, they said it was a 5-yard penalty variety. So they'll get it down inside the 45-yard line, around the 43 of the Malvern Leopards.
Johnny, unless I'm mistaken, even with the penalty, the clock should be rolling.
It should.
Clock is stopped at 10:17.
But nevertheless, they still got the number ones in there. You would think they wouldn't, but nevertheless, Malvern's got to stop them.
Muldrew gives to his tailback on the draw play. That's Rudd, and Rudd is going to be run down at the 40-yard line as yellow flags come raining in.
Good containment by the Malvern Leopards, not allowing him to get anywhere. And he dances around for at least 3 yards, but there's going to be a penalty. I bet it's holding right there in the center of the field. It's going to bring them back.
I cannot believe, of course, I'm going to say this, and if I hurt anybody's feelings, so what? We're at Hope. I mean...
Well, go ahead and say it, Ryan. You started.
I said we're at Hope. I mean, something, you would think a 4A school would know the rules, but like I said, we're at Hope.
Now the clock continues to roll. Inside 10 minutes remaining in the ball game. Hope leads 42-7.
In all defense, though, probably the scoreboard does not turn the clock till the head referee says to. So
Muldrew looking to throw. Throws to his right is complete to number 82, Matt Duckett. And Duckett gets back basically the penalty yardage as he is brought down at the 39.
I think it's personal foul against the number 44, roughing the passer, and it's going to be a personal foul. And tacks in another 15-yard penalty at the line after the end of the foul and putting a first down position for the Hope Bobcats. And it looks like it's just pretty good acting job by the quarterback, but nonetheless, it was a called personal foul.
Again, the clock should be rolling. However, it sets at 9:41. Now starts. The clock is started. First down and 10 with the penalty yardage. Ball spotted at the 26 of Malvern. Two backs in the backfield for Muldrew. Takes the snap. Fakes to give, now going to keep it. Evades one tackle inside the Malvern 10-yard line now. or near the 10-yard line, rather. And Muldrew is brought down at the 13. Another first down for the Bobcats.
Wow.
The clock was momentarily stopped as the chains were moved.
Should not be.
Hate to keep harping on the same point, but ignorance of the rules can be somewhat irritating. Give to Rudd, who comes across the middle. He gets down near the 5-yard line. Matter of fact, it looks like they'll spot him right at the 5. The Bobcats can get a first down without scoring, as the first down marker is around the 2-yard line.
I'm kind of lost of words, Mike. It's kind of a tough situation.
Word hope.
Second down and about 3 yards, nearing the 8-minute mark in the ball game.
My response to that is it will come around to haunt them one of these days.
And the Bobcats are going to take a timeout with 7:58 remaining. It's Hope 42, Malvern 7. We'll be back in a moment.
Hanging with my boys, no one to bother us. None of that noise. Lady Luck's on my side, I'm about to take the fellas for a ride. Little bluff here and a few white lies. You do what you got to take home the prize. Suckers.
Looking for a sure thing? Head to McDonald's for one of Arkansas's favorites, the classic double cheeseburger. Get it for only $1 on McDonald's dollar menu.
Once again, we return to Hope, where the Bobcats lead the Leopards 42-7. Hope has the ball at the Malvern 5-yard line. It's second down and 3 for the Bobcats. Muldrew still in the ball game, along with Rudd and Walker, who are in the backfield. Rudd in motion, pitch near side, inside the 5, touchdown Hope. We got a flag down back at about the 13-yard line. Holding called against Hope, and once again the clock stopped.
All right. My wife is probably listening, so I better. Would you turn my mic off? I'm getting a little upset here.
Second down and 20 now for the Bobcats. Ball spotted at the 22.
Big penalty that backs them up quite a bit, so.
Rudd once again in motion. Fake the pitch to Rudd, hand off to Henderson, and the Malvern defense meets him at the line of scrimmage.
Great play by 55. Cleve Cooper getting in there and making a play on Henderson. Henderson's very fast, and he stops him right at the hole, and no gainer on the play, so it brings up a long third down. Hope has to get all the way inside the 2-yard line for a first down, and Hope still remains, got their big players, big weapons in, so Malvern still got to come up with a big play.
Third down and 20, 7 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the ball game. Rudd and Henderson line up on the wings. Rudd in motion once again. Fake the pitch. Now Muldrew on the keeper. He's going to be stopped after a short gain near the 20-yard line. Gain of a couple, maybe 3. And the Bobcats will face fourth down.
Well, you know, Mike, they're going to go for it. I don't think their kicker can kick it that far, but 20, that'd be a 37-yarder. And as many weapons they've got on the field, they're liable to.
Well, they are bringing out some other players.
Ball is resting at the 21-yard line.
And I'm looking for their kicker. And this is a different kicker than their extra point kicker. This is a young man that's been kicking the kickoff, Reggie Kerrigan.
Brought the helium ball in.
And Kerrigan gets the kick away. It's definitely long enough.
Oh, he missed it. The helium ball floated past.
But mentioning the helium ball, there was another, I would call infraction there. As a new ball, a different ball was brought in.
The ball was placed on the ground. The kicker brings in the ball, hands it to the referee. They switch the balls out, and then he boots a long one, plenty of distance.
Simply amazing.
Oh, only in hope.
Yes, okay.
5 minutes, 49 seconds remaining in the ball game. The Leopards get the ball 1st and 10.
Give him a kicking ball.
The Leopards bring in their passing football.
The extra stick 'em on it.
Yeah. Josh Moore takes the snap. And Cantrell Johnson trying to get around the corner. He's going to get maybe a yard on the play. I'm not sure, Johnny. It looked like he may have been looking to throw, but
I thought he was, but couldn't. Too much penetration by the Hope defense, and they sniffed out the reverse part.
2nd down at about 9 yards.
Cantrell Johnson he's pretty quick himself.
Cantrell Johnson has stepped in very well for this Malvern offense. And really a lot of subs have stepped in for the Malvern Leopards tonight and done an admirable job. Moore now being pressured, takes off, and he is going to get back to maybe a yard gain, a slight gain on the play.
Got back to the line of scrimmage at least, but brings up 3rd and 7, Laura, 3rd and 8 as the board shows. So,
and now Josh Moore coming away with somewhat of a limp. But he is going to stay in the ball game, gets the play from the sideline.
We have more subs in than they do.
The Leopards is devastated by injuries tonight. 3rd down and 7, 4:24 remaining. Bobcats lead 42-7. Moore looking to throw, right side, throws, complete to Cantrell Johnson across midfield, inside the 30.
Oh, that's a penalty.
And he is going to be brought down at the 20. We've got a flag at the end of the play to tack on some more yardage.
He got him by the face, man, drags him to the ground. I think it's going to be adding another 15 yards. Get him inside the 10-yard line, so Malvern's going to get a big play out of this. Cantrell Johnson has just lit up the offense and give him a little spark.
Ball spotted at the 22. If they get the 15-yard penalty, should move the ball to the 7.
And they're just calling a 5-yard infraction. Man, I saw his face mask go straight down, bring him to the ground.
Needless to say,
Malvern just can't seem to get a break, but Malvern's got to come up and score, get the booster confidence, get it back up, get the morale up a little bit here.
4 minutes, 1 second remaining. As Josh Moore sets up in shotgun once again, takes a snap, gives to Delamar, I believe. Yes, it was to Delamar, and he's going to be stopped for a loss of about 2 yards back to the 20-yard line.
Too much penetration, not allowing anything to get developed right there in the backfield, and just slow-moving running play just stops it in the hole. So a loss on the play of about 3 yards in the backfield.
Didn't get a chance a while ago. Outstanding throw and catch that set this drive up.
Yeah.
Good throw by Moore, good catch by Johnson.
Yeah, Moore got him right in stride. Cantrell just kept streaking right down the sideline. He got a good run after the catch.
Give up the middle once again. And that goes nowhere. Cantrell Johnson on the carry, but he can't find any running room. Another loss on the play, and the Leopards face 3rd down and about 14. Ball spotted at the 22. Two wideouts, three wideouts now for the Leopards. And then coming to the near side in a flanker position is Cantrell Johnson. Moore takes the snap, looking over the middle, now being pressured, and he is going to be brought down back outside the 25-yard line, and it will be 4th down now for the Leopards as we hit the 2:15 mark remaining in the football game. So after the big game, the Leopards struggling to continue the drive and face now a 4th down and about 17. Ball spotted at the 26. Cameron Butler. Seth Roberts go split to the far side. Judd and Johnson split to the near side. Moore looking over the middle, out right side. Caught by Cantrell Johnson. Touchdown Malvern. Oh! Once again, Moore hits Johnson in stride. And Johnson has proven to be a great asset to this Malvern offense that has been decimated by injuries tonight.
Excellent catch. Another one right in stride for Cantrell Johnson running that fade pattern. And it was just simply a beauty throw and catch by both of them. So.
Nice 25-yard play there, guys. It's an excellent play. And like you say, just caught it. I mean, it was like the other pass. New combination here tonight, like you say, Mike. Cantrell Johnson catching the ball from...
The kick is up, and it is good. So your score with 1:35 remaining in the game. Hope 42, Malvern 14. We'll be back in a moment.
Do you need help finding a commercial real estate location? McClure Real Estate maintains an extensive listing of commercial property for sale or for lease. Whether you need something large or something small in Malvern or anywhere in our area, McClure Real Estate has a property to fit your needs. Give us a call at 332-2777 or come by our offices at 226 Olive. That's McClure Real Estate, serving Hot Spring County since 1952.
We'll return to Hope, where the Bobcats lead the Malvern Leopards 42-14. Malvern scoring on their last possession. The two big plays coming from Josh Moore and Cantrell Johnson. Big passes and receptions there. About as pretty as it gets, as Moore was able to hit Johnson in stride on two big passes. Josh Moore now kicking for the Leopards, fielded by Rudd at about the 15-yard line. And Rudd dances around, finds a small opening, and gets up to about the 30. A minute 24 remaining as Hope comes back out onto the ball field.
I'm assuming now we'll find out whether Hope has a backup quarterback or not with 1:24 left.
And it looks like they are going to send in a new man at the quarterback position. Looks like number 10, Keaton Harper, in the ball game. Harper turns, gives to his tailback, who's brought down immediately.
Albert Bragg brings him down and stops him right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a short gain on the play, maybe a 1-yarder, but nothing there for the guys coming in.
The ball carrier was a sophomore, number 22, Rodney Phillips. Bobcats give to Phillips once again, trying the right side. Small gain on the play up near the 35. Bragg on the tackle for the Leopards. So Keaton Harper, young man we will probably see next year, Ron, as he is a junior for the Bobcats.
The real problem, we're going to see Henderson again next year, number 6.
Woo! He'll be in the backfield.
Yeah, he's really a good back. Excellent back.
Harper turns, gives to one of his upbacks. And he's going to be stopped shy of the first down. The ball carrier was number 46, Von Derek Noble.
Eric Broughton brings him down.
And Hope faces fourth down, but that is the end of the ball game. Your final score, 42-14, the Hope Bobcats defeat the Malvern Leopards.